edit it out. You were supposed to be vamping. You're supposed to be talking to the people.
Meh.
Okay, so I'm back. All right. I have Uber woes.
Oy vey.
What the fuck? Why can't Uber fix my account? All I want to do is use their service. Why make it so hard through the web, through the app? Why make it so difficult to get it fixed? Why can't they find whatever the problem is and go ahead and fix the account so that I can
call the 800 number.
Maybe I need to call somebody because this is straight bullshit that I can't use your card, my card. I can't use the money that I was able to purchase the Uber money with my card that will not allow me to get a ride. But I could buy the money and the money is just sitting there doing nothing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an expensive way to get to work every day. I don't think
it's
kind of borrowed
right now.
because I don't even know where the bus goes, like near us. I don't know if it is near us.
The bus.
Well, there are buses, but it's where would you get it? I think you might have to walk for like 20, 30 minutes to get the bus.
That's not going to happen.
Not every morning. Maybe you take the bus home and have a nice walk home and stop and buy stuff maybe on the way home. But you're not going to do that every day.
Either.
So, Uber, fix my shit. All right. Oh, yeah, I had this question. Because they keep saying, oh, you can go to lunch now. Okay.
Where are you going?
No, I have nowhere to go. But they're like, you can go to lunch, and they get very excited about lunch. But it's 30 minutes while we have no students. Why? Why are you giving your people 30 minutes for lunch when there are no students? I understand when school starts, you basically have lunch when your students have lunch, essentially. You go to lunch when they go to lunch. So they go to lunch, you go to lunch, you eat, you come back. And most schools probably don't have an hour.
No.
So, okay, I get that. That's a school thing. Most businesses, though, they do. But why right now would you limit and say your people can only have 30 minutes for a lunch? Why not give them an hour for lunch so that they can go and actually eat lunch? Because what they end up doing is sitting down, scarfing down their food, walking around for like 5-10 minutes, go to the bathroom, wash their hands, and then they're back into whatever bullshit that you just made for them to do. That is a bad way to do anything. But I don't understand the 30-minute lunch break thing. Somebody needs to explain that to me because I don't understand.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I take about an hour for lunch because I start my lunch an hour or 30 minutes before the lunch starts because I won't live by a bell when I have no reason to. The bells are going off at my school. So it's like I'm sitting there and I'm hearing bells and it's like, why would the bells be on? I mean, once you ran the test to make sure all the bells work and you blah, 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 and you know, for the next school year and everything, the timing is right and all, okay, turn the fuckers off. Nobody needs the goddamn bell. And I don't understand why they're trying to treat teachers like they're in factories, assembly lines. Like you need bells to manage when you do this or that, or you know, it's like people are literally in their classrooms doing whatever, waiting for the bell to go off so they can eat. It's like, well, fuck you. What the hell am I waiting for?
Yeah, why not just eat if you're hungry?
Right, if you're hungry, why not? You brought your food. I don't get that. I don't get this at all.
We had a lunch yesterday where they provided food. But you had to tell them in advance that you wanted the food so they had enough for everyone. But nobody bothered to tell me that they had this thing going on. No, I could have eaten it. That was chicken and beans and so my...
Not the chicken and the beer?
No. My coworker was like, did you get the frijoles, whatever she called it? And I was like, no, what is that? And she's like, oh, we're having, because they had huge tables set up on the lawn and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, we're going to eat outside today and we're going to have the frijole thing. And I was like, well, I didn't know anything about it. She's like, nobody told you? And I said, no. She's like, but we talked about it in the meeting. I said, the one all in Spanish. And she looked at me and she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's what happens.
And I said, if
shit
nobody
you
says...
need to know, they take for granted that you understand.
Right. I said, you had me shopping. I didn't know. She's like, I promise I'll tell you from now on. And I was like, that's not your job. You're my co-teacher. You're not my manager.
Right.
It's my manager's job to make sure that I know these things.
Oh, so we've circled back to bad management again. All right, I got another one about this whole thing. So apparently I got thrown under the bus already for not being in the
Google meeting?
Not being in the 3-day training on how to use Google. The Google.
Because how many times a day do we use the Google?
And I was not trying to be mean, but it was like, you're teaching something that I've been using since it started.
Right.
It's like I don't, and I'm an IT person, so when I say, is there anything I need to really know, and I've been using it all this time, and the person that's teaching the course says, no, I'm just teaching them the basics on how to use Google and Chrome and Classroom. It's like, you're taking 3 days to do this? And it's like, yeah, they've never done it before. It's like, oh, well then I'm gonna leave because I can do something else. I have lots of other things I can do. I got 7 classes. I can be working on that. And he was like, all right, cool. Because you already know it. It's like, yeah, I've been using it for years. I've been using it longer than I've been using it since it started.
We've been using Classroom for what, 3 years?
Classroom, Chrome, Gmail. Really?
These
You're gonna train me on Gmail?
Google Drive.
Right, and Google Drive. Basically the entire Google suite. He was giving an overview of all of the things that a person can use. But
how do you not know how to use Drive?
But he could not tell me how the school was going to use it. The school has never decided how to use these pieces of software that are in Google, because they're like the last school we were at, they used the Gmail as their email system.
Right.
So it's like,
they have the business one.
Okay, but you don't know how you're going to use it. That means you're going to have every teacher doing it their own way. Yeah. It's like, then why are you in training? Why not just let the teachers learn it on their own, because they're going to use it their own way anyway. No matter what you say in your training, they're going to still find what's useful and not useful for themselves.
Yeah.
And when they have a problem, they're going to have to ask the question all over again in a month and a half to say, how do I do X, Y, and Z? Because your training covered everything and it was too much information in too short a time. As an IT person, I would never do that to people and leave them with nothing. Like nothing to take with them to say, okay, we went over this stuff and now you have this thing to refer back to and how to do those things that we talked about, because there's nothing for them. You never plan to use it.
Go to the YouTube if you forget how to use it.
My thing was, people were looking at me going, why are you not in the training? And I kept looking at them saying, why are you? Right. Don't get mad at me for not being there, because I don't need it. Ask yourself, if you know this stuff already, why did you stay?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, especially the younger ones, they knew all this stuff. They were just in there talking and having a good time with each other. It was like a group thing instead of, I need this information.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that idea that, oh, the owner or the manager or the person higher up in the company arranged to have this thing brought to us, we must sit there and endure it because they did it, so I need to make them feel good about their decisions. It's like, fuck that. I am not going to do that anymore in my work life. I am not going to be concerned with how you feel about your bad decisions. Stop making bad decisions.
Yeah.
You know, because that doesn't make any sense to me, that you created a whole thing that didn't address the needs of your workers, and you can't even tell them how you're going to use the thing. You provided, it's like telling all the Spanish teachers, putting them in a room and start teaching them basic Spanish. And they sit there for it. It's like, how dumb are you, one, to put it there, and how dumb are you, two, for staying there? Why didn't you fucking get up?
Here's the thing I don't understand. If you're going to do this type of training, you should ask the teachers, do you need to know this?
Right.
If
some did.
If you don't need, then go do your thing. If you do need, please be there. Have your questions ready. Open your mouth if you need to.
All right, I got one more thing. While I'm ranting about management, apparently these are all management. Words I hate to hear from my manager. Quote, I'm gonna.
I'm sorry, say what now?
End quote.
I'm gonna
do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. And my question is always, when? Don't tell me that you're going to do a thing. Tell me when it's done. Tell me that here it is. Give me the proof of your labor. Don't tell me that you're going to do a thing for 2 weeks.
Listen, that's funny because my manager said this week, "Oh, I'm going," and I said, "No, you're sitting."
Yeah.
Because she was still
Like the
typing
students?
away. I'm going, and I'm like, "No, you're still sitting there." And she's like, "No, I'm coming," and I'm like, "No, you're sitting." And I left because we had a place to be at a certain time. And she's yelling, I'm coming. No, you're still sitting at your desk typing away. Just say I'll be there in a minute.
See, I do not like it when managers, and I don't do this to my people, I never say, this is a thing, if you tell me that something needs to be done, I will say, yes, I will do that. But I'm not going to, in the middle of that process of me telling you it's going to happen, and me having the finished result, I'm not going to spend my time saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, to make it seem like I'm doing work when I'm not doing any work.
Right.
I'm going to come to you if I have questions. I'm working on this, let's talk about it so I can finish. Okay, that's one. But most times it'll be, we need to get this done, here's the finished product.
Yeah.
Don't keep coming to me telling me you're going to get something, because on Friday I was being told you're going to get something that I was told the week before I was going to get on Monday.
Yeah.
And it was all translations of things that the Spanish teachers already have.
Again?
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, just give it to me. You know, what are you doing? Like, okay, you're a manager of me. Why are you in a meeting? Why are you wasting your time in meetings when you're telling me that you need to do these other things to give to me? Why not you not be in this bullshit and be over there doing your... See, this is a bad manager thing again, right? So that's my last bad manager thing for the week. I'll probably have more next week. Quiet the voices. All right, I got nothing else. You got anything else?
No.
All right, we're right on time. Ooh, right on time. All right, so if you want to find the Traveling Farrs, you can find us on the YouTube, the Facebook, the Pinterest, the iTunes, the Spotify, and the Google Podcast at The Traveling Farrs. If you like the Instagram or the Twitter, we are Traveling Farrs. If you like email, travelingfars@gmail.com, and the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. I think we need to do shout outs to the different countries that download our podcast. We should do a shout out. I have to figure out what they are, but they're kind of there's some people out there listening to us from interesting places. The further I am away, the longer the camera will last.
Jeez Louise.
Right?
No, you're very handsome.
Think about other people.
Bye, people.